Get ready, Staten Island. It's time to celebrate 5 years of Ferry Hawks baseball.
The Ferry Hawks are back at SIUH Community Park this week against the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars. A 5-game series starting Wednesday with first pitch at 6:30. Thursday at 4 p.m., it's Jewish Heritage Night. Friday at 7 p.m., it's Soccer Night and kids glow around the bases postgame. Saturday at 6:30, it's Broadway Night with postgame fireworks and Broadway Rave. Sunday at 1:30, it's Military Appreciation Day and the kids run around the bases.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
The Dominic Carter Show, entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Most of the time, you can learn more by listening rather than talking. Do you folks understand the damage the Democrat Party has done, is doing to African Americans? As we speak in Texas, Karmelo Anthony, his mugshot has been released. And as I told you during my first show of the day, it was obvious what was about to happen. Right now, live as we speak, he's spending his first night in prison. Won't be seen again in public for the next 35 years. What type of parents, what type of legal counsel? Everyone knew this young man was guilty of murder, but he should have plea bargained. Someone should have looked out for his best interest. Now, 35 years. And of course, with his actions, who looked out for 17-year-old Austin Metcalf, the murdered young man? His brother, right before Karmelo Anthony was sentenced, and this is the brother that Austin Metcalf died in his arms, said, and I am quoting, "You took a son, a brother, a friend, and my best friend from this world. You took someone from me who was supposed to be an uncle, godfather to my kids. Now I want everything taken from you." Karmelo Anthony officially remanded into custody and removed from the courtroom moments later. I'm coming right back to that. The number to reach me right now, 800-848-9222. In Maine, Democrats got a problem. Graham Platner easily won Maine's Democratic Senate primary tonight despite his long string of scandals, including that Nazi tattoo on his chest, projected to be the winner by the AP. This happened at 9:23 tonight, and jumped to an early lead, 73.3% of the vote. He looks like he's going to be the Democrat nominee, and he acknowledged that he's far from perfect, but pledged to be a senator for the people who cannot afford to buy a senator. And he also went on to say that people can change. Yes, people can change, but not you, Mr. Platner. You're running game on the American people that hopefully it will catch up to you soon. So, as I put on social media, it pains me terribly to say this, but some in my community are completely gone, lost. Facts no longer matter. Common sense doesn't matter. Emotion has replaced reality. Keep voting the same way and expecting different results. See where that gets you. Stay on that Democrat plantation and see how that works out for you. I want you folks to listen to sheer ignorance. Uneducated, unarticulate, racial ignorance. Outside the courthouse in Texas, I want you to listen to what some of these people had to say, and they live in a different universe from reality. So I'm playing extended clips so that you folks can understand the ignorance that exists in America because of the Democrat Party. One of the reactions from African Americans outside the courthouse just a short time ago in Texas.
He broke down and he cried. He broke down and he cried.
How do you know that?
He broke down. She was in there with him.
Hold on one second.
Be on camera. She broke down and cried.
So explain to me what the
when
woman
they came back with the verdict, he broke down and he cried. Somber. That family in there is not good. That boy's not good. You been in there. I done talked to you before. You been in there. That boy smiled. That boy broke down and cried. They done the rest of this boy's life.
When you're out here and you see all these people, you've been here every day, I know. When you hear that verdict read, I saw you break down to the ground. What's going through your heart? What's going through your head right now?
Why do we have to care anymore? Why are we even here? To be honest, why are we here? What are we here for? Because if we take up for ourselves, we go to jail. If we don't, we die. So it's a catch-22 in this situation. What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do at this point? What? I'm lost for it. I don't know what to do. I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more. You can't walk away no more.
Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin.
Let me ask you this. Right now, I hear the frustration. Are you more angry or more sad as to what just happened?
I'm angry and I'm hurt. I'm angry because you were in there. I was in there too. Those witnesses were lying on him. You got the judge friends with the prosecutor. Let's start there. The judge was falling asleep. Some juries was falling asleep and didn't even have a damn notepad. Y'all didn't take this seriously.
All right.
So, ma'am, as someone that covered the federal U.S. Attorney's Office, the Southern District of New York, let me clarify something so you don't sound so ignorant the next time. Most jurors don't take notes. So that you know, ma'am, you don't know what you're talking about. Some do. Some are detailed enough where they want to take notes. Most that I've seen in covering federal actual trials and state trials and city trials prefer to listen and pay attention rather than concentrating on taking notes. So when I say about the Democrat Party and what it's done to the black community, a blast from the past. Jasmine Crockett, Miss Hate herself with her mini wigs. She's online tonight suggesting that she too would have stabbed Austin Metcalf, knowing that she's outright lying. She's doing that for clicks on Twitter. 800-848-9222. Sometimes silence is golden. So we didn't clean up this next audio you're about to hear. You're going to hear gaps in this woman talking. But it's important to hear this. I have never heard so much ignorance in my entire life. I am embarrassed for those black people that were outside that courthouse, how ignorant they sound, how they make us all sound, how they make Americans sound.
I'm okay. I just got worked up. I'm all right. Anyways, I came here to cover a trial, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick update. We only have a little bit. So far there has been there has been 3 witnesses. The first one. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm surrounded by Black Panthers right now, so they protecting me. So, the first witness was a 17-year-old who goes to Centennial. I'm sorry. I'm gonna come back.
First of all, ma'am, it's nothing to be proud of stating that you're being, quote unquote, protected by Black Panthers. And that's not factually correct. What you actually mean is you're being protected by a group of newfound clowns that are the new Black Panther Party, a bunch of rejects. There are no Black Panthers around anymore, ma'am. I hate to be the one to bear the bad news to you. Another woman, sometimes silence is golden. Democrats, that Democrat plantation is ruining the Black community. 800-848-9222. Another supporter of Karmelo Anthony, now serving his first night of 35 years, said that Karmelo should have killed Austin's twin brother, Hunter, the one that issued the statement before the sentence came down. Says Karmelo Anthony should have killed him as well.
Yeah. I forgot, and the twin brother would have been with him.
They should have both been arrested.
They both should have been dead. The both brothers. Both of them should have been dead. You ask me? Don't record me. I'm hearing you not record me.
I have never heard so much ignorance in my life. I guess I'm fortunate. I guess I'm fortunate in terms of being an African American out of the housing projects of the Bronx, New York, where America was good to me. And coming from nothing, the first one in my family to attend college, to be able to go to college on basically a full ride, some student loans, but on a full ride and change the trajectory of my entire family going forward. I guess I'm one of the lucky ones. Because to sit and listen to this nonsense of what these people were... Listen, I hate to be the one to tell you, this young man is a murderer, and he's where he belongs. And at some point, you got to look at his parents. At some point, you got to look at crying mommy. Well, where were you, mommy, when your son took a knife to the track meet? Where were you, mommy? And where was daddy? 800-848-9222. We see your telephone calls. I've got to take a break. We are coming right back.
The biggest stage in world soccer is days away, and every goal changes everything. And now FanDuel's giving you a reason to root for every single one. Introducing Every Goal Pays. Bet on a match and get bonus bets for every goal scored in that match. Oh, that's right. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. Visit FanDuel.com and get started now. Let there be goals on FanDuel.
21 plus select states for Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino. 18 plus DCKYWY. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. 888-789-7777. Visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut. Visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Maryland. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Call 800-327-5050. Massachusetts. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY. Text HOPE-NY in New York. Call 877-770-7867. Louisiana.
Visit FanDuel.com. Get started now. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel.
Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And let's start with your telephone calls. Line 2, Michael in New Jersey. Good morning, Michael. What's on your mind?
Dominic, no kid should ever be sent to jail no matter what he does. He should be going to rehab. He should be being fixed. There's no reason to go to jail. It's not helping the kid.
Michael, are you on drugs?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you see what happened in New York City just this week alone with these quote-unquote kids that you're talking about? Did you hear about the man that was shot dead on the bus, on a city bus, by a young person because he told them to please keep it down on the cell phone? Are you
Dominic,
serious?
Dominic,
are you on drugs?
No, sir. Dominic, that's terrible, but the answer is not to send them to jail. That's not going to help New York City.
Okay, so what do you do with these savages then? What do you do with them? What do you do with a kid that brings a knife to a track meet who's clearly got psychological issues, who clearly has a mother that's failed him, who clearly has a father that's failed him, and stabs another kid in the chest and ends his life? You say send him to rehab? Are you on drugs for the third time?
You blaming the parents now? Now it's the parents' fault?
Hey, Michael, what about what?
I said you got to just send him to rehabilitation. That's what rehabilitation is for.
Michael, what are you calling me for? What are you wasting my time for?
Because I figured I'd share the light with you.
Okay, no, you're not shedding light. You're just making a damn fool of yourself. And I'd appreciate it if you don't call the show. You're embarrassing yourself. Meet Mr. Click. You're done. Let's go to Silas, Staten Island, line 1. Silas, what's on your mind?
Yeah, that attitude I just heard from him is exactly why they do it.
It is exactly why they do it. Because the Democrats have told them that you're a victim. The white man is not nice to you. You have a right to do whatever you want to do. Go ahead, Silas.
Yeah, now I heard one woman after the verdict saying, "Oh, that's what you get if you're black." No, that's what you get if you murder somebody.
Absolutely.
If you have an argument and you murder somebody, yeah, you get 35 years. And if
he's lucky, he got 35 years.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this kid is dead forever.
Absolutely.
What does his family do? We got to stop making excuses for these kids, and it will help the kids in the future to say, you know what, maybe I better not do something this stupid because I am going to get punished. Right now, they don't think they're going to get any kind of punishment. They'll pull a gun on somebody on a bus. They'll punch a cop in the face. But when they see that, you go down South Carolina and try that and watch what happens. You go in Florida, they're not going to put up with it.
Silas, let me ask you a question. Why didn't these types of things happen under Giuliani in New York City? Why didn't it happen under Rudy?
Because they didn't put up with it. Police had diplomatic immunity, not diplomatic. They had immunity from. They could actually come out and do their job. You know, if you poured water on a cop back then when Giuliani was in there, your ass was going. That's
absolutely no doubt about it. Silas, thank you. Okay. Thank you for the call. You know, there's a Hollywood movie, Samuel Jackson. I think it's Shaft. The line in the movie, he cocks a shotgun and he says, "It's Giuliani time," because these little savages knew that if you commit a crime, City Hall was not playing at all. Let's go to Rob, line 3, Long Island. Rob, what's on your mind?
Dominic, thank you. I had noticed that this fellow Platner from Maine, I heard he's receiving $4,800 a month disability, yet he's running around a bar with his shirt off and posing with a towel around him. And I know a lot of people who have far more disabilities. I think he's committing disability fraud. I myself have an injury,
but
and I'm not
qualifies. But if he qualifies, Rob, I don't mean to cut you off. I just got to take a hard break. If he qualifies for the disability, there's nothing you can do. I mean, if he qualifies, he qualifies. I hear you though. Time for a break. We are going to be coming right back. Stay with us, folks.
The Dominic Carter Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Let me be very clear. I am a very proud American. I am a very proud African American. I am an American before I'm a journalist and before I'm a black man. But what happened just a short time ago in Texas, not the fact that this young man was convicted, a first-year journalism student, law student, could have told you he was going to go down for murder, right? Or maybe not murder, but manslaughter, one or the other. Maybe the lesser in charge, right? The lesser charge. I'm embarrassed by those black people that were outside the courthouse. And normally I hide it. Even I know you folks don't think so. I hide it and I sugarcoat it. I have never seen such ignorance like that in terms of what we saw, the nation, the world, outside that courtroom, outside that courthouse. Uneducated people of color that could not articulate their point of view, and certainly was not rational. 800-848-9222. This Fox News report on what happened in Texas.
I just got some notes from our local reporter who is inside the courtroom. So when that guilty verdict was read, I'm told that Karmelo Anthony was crying. He was shaking. His defense attorney kept his arm around his shoulders the entire time. And also I'm told that Austin Metcalf's twin brother, Hunter, this was the first time he was inside the courtroom when that guilty verdict was read. I'm told it was really emotional from both sides after that murder verdict. And as for what's next, Will, now it's the sentencing phase. He is charged with murder, so he could face up to life in prison. The same exact juror, they're the ones who decide how long he remains behind bars. And that's what this sentencing phase sentencing phase is. That reporter inside the courtroom tells me that Karmelo Anthony's mother, she's already taken the stand. This is a direct quote. She said, quote, "He is my oldest, my firstborn, my baby. I love him very much." I'm told that she had mascara running down her face and asked the jury, quote, "Please have mercy on my son." And then the prosecutor sort of cross-examined her and said, "Isn't it true you could still have a relationship with your son while he's behind bars?" So this is sort of the next phase right now. The jury's going to decide how long he is behind bars for, and they're going to call some character witnesses, including his mom that you just heard from. And I'll step out of the way. I mean, outside the courtroom, we've been expecting this, Will, but about 100 Karmelo Anthony protesters erupted out here. At least one person was detained after they read that guilty verdict. And as you can see, it is all hands on deck when it comes to the sheriff's office. They prepared for this. There's been barriers out here and really tight security the last few days.
And so at the end of the day, Karmelo Anthony received 35 years in prison. You've got to have the dumbest lawyers in America. And we already know what your parents represent. They about the bling bling, baby. They about the money. They about that mansion. You're charged with murder. They move into a gated community. Duh. Public relations nightmare, idiots. 800-848. I'm waiting to see who's on line one. 800-848-9222. Dominic Carter here with you folks. We're taking your telephone calls. I'm about to get back to this. Let me go here. They're typing in. I don't know what this says here on my screen. I can't make out a name. But is it Sean? Is it Fran? Come on, guys. We got to get better than this. Let's go to Sean, line 1, Staten Island. Sean, what's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic. Yeah, I can't speak for black people because I'm not. But I can understand what's going on here. I see two 17-year-olds. You know, one's dead. One's life is over. I see lawyers. I see the media. I see everything going on that are taking sucking the blood out of this whole thing and forgetting what's real. I'm not saying Karmelo Anthony was right. I'm not saying anything like that.
He was wrong. Come on, Sean. We have to Sean, at some point, we're going to have to be honest and say what psychological issues was going on in this young man's life that he decided to take a knife. Do you know what they're going to do to him in prison, Sean?
He's 17.
He's 17. He's breakfast.
He doesn't
He's
have
breakfast.
That because there's no consequences these days. These kids,
well, there'll be consequences now. There'll be
yeah.
consequences now because mommy and daddy's not there. He's breakfast, literally.
Yeah, and listen, he's guilty. They came across with that verdict. I respect that. But it's still a shame. Because you know what? It's still a shame. Because you're 17. You just threw it all away over what? And now, here's the kicker. The media is going to go nuts. They're going to stoke the racial division. They're going to stoke the violence. Oh, they want it to happen. That's what they want. That's all they want.
Well, Sean, let me just say this because I thought about this as well. I've been part of the circus. When you come into town, you parachute into town, you cover a story, and it's very easy if you're the family involved to believe that you're a celebrity, right? But what they don't understand, Sean, their 15 minutes is over. And now you've got to deal with your son in prison for the next 35 years. The media is gone. It's going to be gone by tomorrow. On to the next national story.
There you go.
You're left holding the bag. I mean, there are certain things I don't feel comfortable saying, Sean, but I really want to say because I'm looking at the mother tonight and I'm like, what is this lady's education level? Something is wrong here. Something is terribly wrong. Who in their right mind would let their son go to full trial on something like this? Again, a first-year law student could have told you he's guilty of sin. They're lucky he only got 35 years. Here's what I'm trying to say, Sean. Then I'll give you the last word before I get on to the other calls. Here's what I'm trying to say. So first generation to make it out. I am responsible until the day that they put me in the ground or cremation. I still haven't figured out which way I want to go, Sean. One's too hot. The other, I can't get out. I'm under the ground. Oh, thinking I'm going to come back somehow, right? Let me dream. My little fantasy there. But until the day that they put me in the ground, and as a matter of fact, even after that, through my legacy, I am responsible for my daughter and my son. Whatever they do, at the end of the day, yes, personal responsibility, but the buck stops with me. Period. Whatever my grandson does, and he's only 10, 11 years old. My granddaughter is only 3.5. Whatever those grandkids do, Grandpa is responsible. Ultimately, the buck stops with me. I don't understand why Karmelo Anthony's parents didn't figure that out and say, son, listen, we'd rather have you do 10 years if we plead out and beg the court for forgiveness than 35. And he's lucky because it could have been a lot more. Go right ahead, Sean.
Well, maybe if they put in 17 years of their own time, he wouldn't be in this situation. Forget plea deals.
You're correct.
What if they were
You
parents?
are correct. You are correct.
Just like what you're saying. You're saying to me, I'm a parent too. I have 2 young ones, and I look around saying, what track meet, football game, baseball game, this stuff we worry about. But I got to sacrifice and put the time in. I see that. You could be taking advantage of a lawyer. You promise this, the money. I don't want to hear the money stuff. But you know what? I'd be eating ramen and leftover Spam and eggs and putting every penny of that towards an F. Lee Bailey or a Johnny Cochran, somebody to help my son. Or how about
Absolutely.
This?
Absolutely.
Just be a parent. End of story. Because I try to teach them right and wrong. I know the world's going to try to teach you something different, and I hope my voice is there when I'm not, so they know, like, this is right, this is wrong. Because that was anger and rage. That was not some teenage little fight. That wasn't some teenage fight. That was a kid who was hurting, and nobody saw it. And I'm not making excuses for him.
He committed murder. And you know what?
He committed
when the
murder.
jail door clanks, he's gone. And he's going to realize, man.
It's a wrap. He can cry all night long. It's a wrap now. Your breakfast, dude. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You're 17 years old, in there with hardened criminals, of which you are one now. You are breakfast. Sean, thank you for the excellent call here. Let's go to Robert in Philadelphia, line 5. Robert, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. As always, it's good to talk to you. Just two quick things here. I mean, it kind of reminds me, I know it's a tragedy, but I had a similar thing where I actually went under the wrong tent at a Lincoln High School game, and I went under the Lincoln tent by accident. And they just looked at me, and I was like, ooh, I'm under the wrong tent. Go Frankfurt. And I just went back over to the other tent. And I noticed it's the time for lighthearted.
You can quickly diffuse the situation by saying go to the school and getting out of their tent.
And I even said go Frankfurt on my way out, and people just laughed. So it wasn't that big of a deal.
It's a quick way to diffuse the situation.
But there was some people out there who might not have known a lot about the case, and they just said, well, we should send money to help defend this kid. At least he can get a good defense regardless of what the circumstances is. And they contributed all that money, and you had the house and the gated community and the cars.
And they're almost as guilty as the parents. Whoever gave this kid a dime, his family a dime, you're almost as guilty as the parents. I'm sorry, Robert. No, and I'm going to let you finish. No one should have given this kid a dime for his legal defense. He committed murder. You know, all of this, he's African-American. I mean, go ahead, Robert.
No, I can even wrap my mind around that, Dominic, but it's just like they still went with a public defender. And as the prior caller said, if I had $600,000, every penny of that would have went to his representation. I mean, there's so much things at so many levels that just astound me about human nature, Dominic. And like you, I sometimes say, how does this stuff happen, man, you know?
Well, hey, Robert, thank you for the great call. It bears repeating, right? The way that I feel, fathers in particular, and the young man has a father, Karmelo Anthony, the way I look at this type of situation. Again, at the end of the day, I am personally responsible for whatever my daughter and my son does. I am responsible for whatever my grandkids may do. Again, my grandson is only 10, 11 years old. And so, you know, I don't play I respect you try your best to respect your kid's privacy. And when you have a girl, you can't just barge into her room. You know, you'll get embarrassed, you know. And so I don't play that, you know, I don't know what my kids are doing. I have to respect their privacy. No. I'm responsible for you. I'm going to make sure that you are doing the right things. And that's it at the end of the day. Let's see here. Fran in Massapequa has been holding for a while. I think Fran wants to switch gears, but we see all your other calls. Fran, good morning. What's on your mind?
What's up, Dom? How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's going on?
Sitting on hold, you know what I mean? You change your views. So I guess I'll talk about the story with the kid, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right, just really quick. I mean, you really saying that I didn't know that the family took the money and they didn't use it on a lawyer? They got a public defender? That is as low as it.
They claimed that for security concerns, they had to get out of their community. And I guess they were doing the Jeffersons, moving on up, and moved into a gated community, you know.
Those evil white people, you know what I'm saying? The evil white people. It's amazing. Right. It's amazing how the racist black people, and, you know, there are racist black people. I mean, that's, you know, I could say it on the radio.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I'm told every day that I'm a male white. I'm no good. So it's amazing how most of the racist black people in this world, it's almost like you said, you have to think they're uneducated. Did you hear the lady outside? She said, what am I going to tell my 5 kids? You know what tell your 5 kids to go to school, to get wonderful grades, to obey the law, to start a nice family, save money, meet somebody. I mean, what happened to goodness?
I'll do you one better, Fran. I got to take a break. So,
I
mommy,
love you, brother.
you're talking. Thank you, Fran. You're talking about your 5 kids. What do you tell them? Well, mommy, maybe you should have kept your legs closed. How about that? Maybe you shouldn't have had 5 kids. Is daddy in the picture, Mom, or is it just you? But I'm sorry, I can't be a phony. That's how I honestly feel. You're talking about what do you tell your 5 kids? I say, well, maybe you should have kept your legs closed. It is time for a break. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And that mother in Texas talking about what does she tell her 5 kids, right? I say this, Peter in Harlem, where are you? Where are you, Peter? You get mighty quiet when people like this embarrass the black community. What do you have to say now, Peter? You want to call me up and chastise me? Where are you, Peter? You get mighty silent at times like this. You know why you get silent, Peter? Because you're as much as the problem as the Democrats are. That mother standing outside the courthouse in Texas.
What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do at this point? What? I'm lost for words. I don't know what to do. I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more. You can't walk away no more.
Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin.
Let me ask you this right now. I hear.
So, I really do try my best. Some of you that counsel me and advise me would probably say, Dominic, don't say this. But I have to be honest. And I know my wife, Marilyn, will tell me the same thing. Don't say it. But maybe, ma'am, you should have kept your legs closed. And I mean it. And I'm sorry, but that's how I honestly feel. And maybe you and Mr. Anthony's mother should make sure that your kids are educated and that they don't go around stabbing people in the chest. How about that? I think that's a good start. Or maybe the family of Karmelo Anthony, I don't know if he's still the quote-unquote family spokesman, but you shouldn't have a family spokesman that has a criminal record as long as my arm. I want you to listen to Mr. Dominic Alexander, who in the past has been speaking on the behalf of the family of Karmelo Anthony, and he too was outside the courthouse.
It showed very clearly that a black boy was allowed, not one black soul on a jury. An all white jury convicted him in 2 to 3 hours. We know that they did not prove their case.
Let's cut him off. Let's cut him off because I have all these calls. I want to get to you folks in a little time I have left. Okay. A black on the jury should not be a prerequisite. But okay, let's say you want a black on the jury. Don't blame us that your attorney blew his challenges and couldn't get an African American on the jury. Don't blame America for that. And at the end of the day, you could have had an all-black jury. I would hope they still would have convicted based on what this young man did. Let's go to Paul, line 3, Staten Island. Paul, what's on your mind?
Good morning, Dominic. So what's he saying? If he had a black on the judge, I understand you're black, Dominic, and I respect that, but you're a common-sense black man. You understand? You're not racist. So what's he saying? If he had a racist black person on the jury, they wouldn't have convicted? That's exactly what he's trying to say. Oh, a black man wouldn't convicted Karmelo Anthony? Are you kidding me? They turned this into such black versus white when it's clearly obvious how guilty this kid is of stabbing him. I mean, what the hell is going on? It's so ridiculous.
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable.
Absolutely, Paul. And when you tell the truth, if you tell the truth, you're a racist white man. If I tell the truth, I'm a self-hating black man. Anything but the truth. Anything but the truth. Hey, quickly, thank you for the call. Let me quickly go to Peter in Harlem. Peter, I can only give you 15 seconds. We're at the end of the show. Go right ahead.
Dominic, this a horrible crime, and the boy is wrong. He should be convicted. He's just as guilty as Daniel Penny and his two cohorts.
Oh, right. But Daniel Penny was not convicted of anything, Peter. You're part of the problem, not part of the solution. Peter in Harlem's, you're the part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. And until you change, black youth will continue to make mistakes like this. 35 years. I'm back at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?
One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.